Hello, Libra. Thank you very much for tuning into your general read. For the main part of the read, I'm using the Daily Tarot by Renata Lechner. For the supportive oracle cards, the magical spell cards by Lucy Cavendish. All right. I already shuffled. Let's go ahead and see what we got here. It seems to go even. No, I think right there. Yes. Okay. Let's see where this is going. There seems to be a lot of cards here, I'm just going to say. It seems to be a lot going on here, but we'll find out. Alright, as we come into this situation, Libra's energy coming into this, Three of Pentacles, and the Hermit. So you're actively working on this situation. You're actively doing what you need to get done. Seems cool enough. But the Hermit makes me feel like you're making plans ahead, or you're trying to negotiate internally, internally, what you need to prepare for, what's coming down the line, where you want to be, what you got to prepare for. You're like really kind of like, there's a lot going on here with the Hermit. You're actively involved. You're keeping things going forward. You got your hands in stuff. But I don't feel you communicating with others, trying to get more information. I don't see that. I see that you already know what's going on. And it's what you already have, deciding what needs to be done with it. Where's it going to evolve to next on its own? Where can you help urge it or guide it maybe in a little bit different direction? You seem to be very deep in thought with what should happen next. You're already definitely involved, but you're not pulling in other people's information. You're deciding for yourself where you really feel this should go next. And you're like, how could I guide this more to my liking? This makes sense to me. Okay. Now the situation itself, this is one of the reasons that you're having these thoughts. And this makes more sense of why you're really thinking over where can I guide it to next? Because it's stagnating. But people are getting along. There's a lot of good things here. There's a lot of good people enjoying each other. Safe travel. I actually get with that Knight of Cups, somebody's actually leaving the situation is what it feels like to me. Safe travel with the Knight of Cups. Like the horse cards tend to be travel. Not always. Depends on what's going on. Some type of movement though. Now, I'm getting these two with this where things aren't really changing even though this person's walking away. So if there's a vacancy there, it looks like when that vacancy gets filled, it's not going to be any different than what it was before. And I feel like you're looking at this like, well, maybe this is the opportunity I need to just move things around to maybe just improve this situation, get something else coming in here, maybe put myself in that position. Some of you are going to want to be in that position. Other of you are not. Whatever you desire, I feel like you're working in the direction to get you closer to what you actually want. Change is definitely something it looks like you need because the situation, it's kind of like things are changing anyway. If somebody else is going to end up coming into the situation, which looks like they will, yeah, it looks like they will, you want to make sure that if somebody else is coming in, you want it to be to your benefit, and you're going to work ahead of, or try to get ahead of the game and make sure you put things in place to make that happen. It makes sense. It makes good sense to me. I like that. Because that Four of Pentacles doesn't seem permanent. And I don't feel you looking at it like it's permanent. Like, why take the chance of it going back to the way it was when it can be better? And if it's going to change anyway, I might as well be in a position to make the change work out in my favor. Why not? Why not? All right, so. Okay, this seems complicated, but let's find out. There's 3 face-down cards. They're all in the environment. So as things come into this situation, you're not seeing things coming in the sense of it just seems like you have to see what happens next, what you're handed next. It's almost like a mystery package in the mail, what ends up on your doorstep. You got to open it before you know what's coming. It could be a hat, it could be a hammock, it could be a book, could be a pencil. You have no idea. So the Queen of Wands comes in next, unexpected. In the sense of you expect somebody to come in, but this person, you don't know this person. That's kind of what I'm feeling. Like you don't have any prior connection to this person. Feels like a whole new energy coming in. Are we good? Okay. This person comes in. They have the Knight of Wands energy. They have the Eight of Pentacles with the Hierophant. They're coming in very quickly. They're looking to invest very quickly. They're trying to establish themselves as an integral part of the system as fast as they can. But the Hierophant is telling them there's only so much they can do. Some of it's going to take time to really solidify, but they're trying to get their roots planted as fast as possible, is what I'm getting. And when they're moving quickly and they're getting a hold of the situation as fast as they can and getting their hands in this and getting their hands in that, I don't feel like you're very over the moon about this. I feel like you don't really like it. The Four of Cups is telling me this person is moving very fast. They seem to be getting involved in this, involved in that. They're going all over the place. They're just trying to really cement themselves in as quickly as they can. I don't see you liking this with the Four of Cups. It just kind of like this person is invading quickly, and they're taking over quickly. And it's just kind of like I don't feel like you can get your hand on them to find out what they're really doing. You don't know them at all, so you can't really talk to them even to find out what they're thinking or where they're going or what their plans are. There's no rapport that has been created yet, so you can't really do that. The Three of Wands is like, I feel like you're just leaving this person alone. To start off with, especially since they seem to be going around like a whirlwind and you're not sure what they're doing, you can't really get a hold of them anyway. You just step back and let it happen. You're just like, there's nothing else for me to do than to just let it happen. You weren't expecting it to go this way, but like it's just too much. So you're just stepping back, letting it kind of settle, waiting for it to settle so you can make your next move. But you gotta like wait for it. It's kind of like waiting the dust to settle first before you can do anything. There's just too much dust everywhere. You can't see anything anyway. So you're stepping back and you're waiting to see what's going on. The Queen of Wands becomes the King of Wands. Now what does this mean? Because to me these are equal people, but I'm actually getting like this person becomes a little bit more cemented in. The Queen, I feel like, is actively coming in and making things happen. The King is like, sitting down and saying, this is my spot and this is where I belong and this is what I'm going to do. This is my ball of wax, basically. And I'm going to be making decisions from here on forward. So, like, she comes in, blazes the trail is kind of what I'm getting. That's the energy, like, blazing the trail, finding out, making things happen, and the activator in this situation. She's creating these roots, these connections. She's finding out how people feel. She's investing her emotions in the situation so she can make these decisions. It's kind of like, I feel like these are equal, this is an equal thing, but it's like coming in, creating it, cementing yourself in, but then establishing that. Like it's actually settling and it's establishing it. And it's very locked in. It's kind of like these two cards together is telling me this person is marrying themselves into the situation. There we go. Finally got there. The next thing that comes in, this person has the Queen of Pentacles. That they've married themselves into the situation and they have locked their position in. They are unmovable. They have made themselves very secure. They have fortified themselves into the situation. By the time this happens, I'm getting the Five of Pentacles with the Seven of Swords for you. You're kind of feeling like you're on the outside. You weren't expecting that to happen, but I feel like that's what happens. You're kind of on the outside. I feel like you're also just kind of letting it be. You seem to be just walking away from the situation. This person came in like a whirlwind, married themselves into the situation, and has fortified their position. I feel at this point you're not seeing much. It doesn't seem like it's very easy, at least, to really move things around. Negotiation doesn't seem like it's really possible. What I'm getting also in this situation is you do get along with this person, but I don't feel like you have much influence on them, to be fair. And what I'm getting is even though you get along with them, it's kind of like leaving well enough alone. It just feels more like if you just stay out of their way and let them do what they want, it just seems to work easier. So I feel you kind of backing off and letting them be. But you do get along with them. It's just kind of like you don't really, even though you get along with them, you're not buddy-buddy with them, and you're not really feeling like you have influence with them. The situation now goes into the next phase, which is the Page of Swords with the trust. This person does like you. They like you. They do seem to see you as a very positive force. They're very favorable towards you. And I'm getting as you go forward, you seem to be watching each other and building trust with each other. You're complementary to each other. I feel like this works well. You seem to realize that they like you, and they seem to feel that's reciprocated. So I feel like this is building more, just watching how each other works as time keeps going forward. I feel like you got organization, the 10 of Pentacles, and the 7 of Wands here. You're able to stand your ground more and get more of what you want in the future because you're stably feeling you got a lot of stability with this person. As time goes forward and you build more rapport with them, they stand with you. They help you get what you want more. And you're feeling like you have more stability to stand with what you want. Organization is telling me this person is seeing you as somebody they can rely on to help them keep things going the way they want things to go. You're helping keeping the system healthy. And they like that because it's making their fortification that much stronger. Not only is it strong now, but through you and your efforts, they feel like they'll continue to be strong as time goes forward. You and this person the longer things go, the farther things go, the better things go. Confidence builds between the two of you. You did play this very well. I feel like as you go along this road, until you get to this part where you feel very confident with them, you may be questioning about what's happening if you're doing the right thing. In the long run, it does pay off. In the long run, you're confident with them, and you get more of what you want. But it seems like long run view. This works out. I wasn't sure at one point if this was going to go sour, but it seems to me like it's going really well. Just may be like that investment, like waiting for it to pay off type situation. All right, I think we're there. All right, well, thank you for watching. I hope that helps. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James, the number 4, astral@gmail.com. Thank you.